If you want to get involved with the stock market, IOD Square.
Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear that thing.
The link is in the description. What we did basically is a platform. Come on a platform, and you can see what we invested in, and you can just copy it. So you can copy and paste. You can start investing in the stock market tomorrow. Why did we do it this way? Because we knew that throwing somebody into the stock market and saying, "Hey, invest," it's like throwing somebody in the woods and saying, "Hey, survive." You know you need water. You know you need food. You just don't know what plants to eat. You don't know what food you can drink, and what sounds simple becomes complicated. So on the platform, what we did was made it uncomplicated. Is that a word? I don't know, but we made it uncomplicated, and we just show you what we're investing in. Sometimes we even put the receipts. We put the receipts there, and you can see it, what we brought, and you do your due diligence, and you buy the same thing we bought. It's up to you. Just copy what we do. We're not financial advisors. No, we're just showing you what we're investing in, and it'd be a good idea to follow what we do if you don't know what you're doing. That makes sense. It's an IOD platform. And we got the course. We got a course coming up October 1st. Six people that we're doing the first course. The first time people been asking me over and over again, I don't learn like that. Man, I want more. Yada, yada, yada. Do a class. So we got a course coming October 1st. Then we have 2 slots left. Hit us up 786-405-9499 for the course.
Give me thumbs up if y'all can hear.
If you want to get involved with the IOD Squad platform, the link is in the description, or send me a text 786-405-9499. Money sitting in the bank, bro. It's just money waiting to be spent. To give to your kids to spend when you die or something. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, big dog. What's good, man? What's good? So listen, we're gonna let a couple people file off in here. We're gonna let a couple get off in here. So we'll.
If Jimmy Graham comes to the NFL, it's an
I'm just saying. South Florida. South Florida.
What's going on, man?
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida.
You know y'all love the intro, dog.
Welcome to South Florida.
Rewind
Welcome to South.
Rewind.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Bring it back. Rewind. We in the house.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Talk about everything from Bitcoin and ball. Welcome to South Florida. I am D Streeter. Most people call me Football Bill. Like that's on my birth certificate or something.
Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. High. What them boys still blowing in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the model of the state. High. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk. 18 if you welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
Speaking of Romello, we asked about Romello. Find out why Romello just didn't play a lot the other day.
Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. High. What them boys still blowing in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the model of the state. High. A lot of face, but it's still.
One more time.
Welcome to South Florida.
One more time.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah.
One more time.
South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. High. What them boys still blowing in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the model of the state. High. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That point.
All right, man. D, we back in this thing. Welcome to South Florida. We about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. Almost knocked my hat off right then. What's going on, man? We're gonna let a couple people file off in here, man. Let me know. Listen, people in here, man. Let me know where y'all from. Put in the comment section where y'all from. Shout out to all the members: Insane, Raymond, Rawls, Joshua. I don't know why Bostic not a member. He the first one here every day. Why is Bostic not a member? Shout out to all y'all boys. Boston, you in the group me though, aren't you? Aren't you in the group? You in the group me, Boston? I just looked at my phone. Let me show you what I just saw when I looked at my phone. Totally threw me off big time. It's just early in the morning, man. How did that? Look at it's on my Facebook. Just totally throw me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? My homeboy Johnny Fanning. Shout out to 305 Crab Man 305. My homeboy Johnny Fanning. It's too early in the morning for this, man. What was this last night? It just popped in my story, dog. So what's going on, man? We up in this thing. North Miami, Pompano. Gary, Indiana. That boy say he from Gary, Indiana, man. That's good stuff, bro. Gary, Indiana. You from Gary, Indiana, dog? That's good stuff, bro. Gary, Indiana. Where's y'all from, dog? It's too early in the morning to be at the strip club. Maybe that was last night. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. It's kind of early, ain't it? Well, listen, man. You heard the whole thing, man. If you want to get involved, we had a crypto milestone, fool. To get the bills out of the way. We had a crypto milestone where Bitcoin made one day, and I hope we live when it happened. I hope I'm live with my brethren when Bitcoin hits an all-time high. So we could talk, we can be live and we could talk through it as it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because once it hits all-time high, then it can shoot up 70. I done heard crazy numbers by the end of 2021. Had a girl talking on, she said 400,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2021. If Bitcoin is 400,000 by the end of 2021, a lot of y'all gonna be shooting yourself in the foot, though. A lot of y'all gonna. I'm just gonna say it like it is. A lot of y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God! Like, what was I doing? What was I thinking about?" But when it goes down, I hope we live. I hope we live when it goes down, so we can experience it together. Because we've been here talking about it together. We've been here talking about it together for a minute now, and I hope we live. Get a couple more people to file off in here with us, bro. Welcome to South Florida. T's supposed to have T on here on the show with us today. I'm gonna pull him in here as soon as he get free. Welcome to South Florida. One second. If y'all saw last night, we went on the U show last night. The U family show last night. Me and Hayes just popped in there. Hayes was on the phone, so I just jumped in there with Hayes out the blue. That was last night. They were picking coaches and talking about who's the next coach, who they want the next head coach to be. Now I don't even want to play those games, dog. Like I don't even want to enter those conversations, man. I told y'all. We come up with all these wish lists. We come up with all these wish lists, dog. And it never go down like that. It never go down like that. They never get a guy that we want. We got 31 in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Punta Gorda, Florida. Where's Punta Gorda, Florida at? Gary, Indiana, the hood. I like that. Home of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson from Gary, Indiana. Shout out to Edge. Y'all see the Edge. Shout out to Synergy Sweets. SynergySweets.com, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Synergy Sweets on Instagram. You got an event or something, man. Put your cake order in, man. It's fire. It's fire. Putin going on the coast. Coke Dog was good. Insane was good. Joshua. Welcome to South Florida. That song be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Anybody else when they hear that song, it be stuck in their head for the rest of the day? They be finding themselves humming it for the rest of the day. Welcome to South Florida. So what's going on, man? Can we win national championships again? Just waiting for my boy T. Whenever he get in here, we're going to talk to my boy T. If y'all don't know who T is, the original Caneville intro. I've had T on here a few times. The original Caneville intro, he's the short guy that walked in with us. He's up in Tampa though, so he could never be on the show readily. But one of the most knowledgeable dudes that I know. You know what I'm saying? One of the most a wealth of knowledge. Like man, memory, like like a computer when it comes to the Kane. Very passionate fan, hardcore fan. But you say you're trying to get that money right, Boston. Oh no, you're not in the group me, Boston? I thought you were. I'm from North Miami, but I moved to Opelika in the 8th grade. Opelika, where at, Josh? Seems to me there's an issue with Manny and Sam. Like I told you, I talked to Sam family. They had to sit down with Manny. He had to sit down with Manny, coaching staff, and they felt everything would be fine going forward. But man, I don't think Sam played a snap. I don't think he played a snap, dog. Not one time. She the one that don't like King. He said T the one that don't like King. Y'all boy crazy. But you ain't gotta worry about not liking King no more. King wasn't even at the game the other day, but Manny said something about traveling, his knee, yada yada yada. Where my don'ts at, man? I ain't got my cool sunglasses on, man. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. Where my don'ts at, man? Hold up, man. Where my don'ts at, man? Incoming. Go get my cool sunglasses, man. Where my cool sunglasses at? Lord have mercy. There go my cool sunglasses, man. Fingerprints all over, man. Lord have mercy. I know y'all like, man. I know this man ain't leave us to go get no sunglasses. There it is. We back, goddamn. We back. So yeah, man. The plan is for me and T to get in here and show y'all, like, listen, like what needs to happen, or what would it look like for us to win national championships again? And the reason I'm talking about that is because the numbers, the recruitment numbers. If you recruit like that, you could be winning like that. So I got my boy T. We're gonna bring my boy T in here. I think T froze for a minute. We're gonna let T unfreeze. Got the sub-zero going on. I think he froze for a minute. But like I say, man, T's a very passionate UM fan. He one of them UM fans that like, nah, man, I hope we lose every game. Gotta get Manny out of here. But one of the most knowledgeable guys. When it comes to the Canes, man, like a computer, man, he started running off the dates and players, and I get a lot of my questions from him when I do some of these interviews, man. Like, but we're going to talk about what would have to happen. What would have to happen for Miami to win national championships again? Somebody who could get this talent to play on the level that it should be playing on. Welcome to South Florida. I see T. You straight this time? You straight, or you got your sub-zero freeze going on again? Might have a look. connection might be a little weak or something. Let me see.
Hold on.
Let me see. Let me get in the comment section, man. See what y'all talking about. It's the first comment that I read. This is the first comment that I read. And so real fast, what I was talking about when we first got on here about Bitcoin, and I want to be with y'all. Oh Lord, it might be happening now. I want to be with y'all when Bitcoin goes to the all-time high. And as I turn, Bitcoin is at 62,800. All-time high will be once it passes. Bitcoin is about to hit 63,000. That's huge, bro. All-time high. Once it passes 65,000, man, it may run, bro. It may run. Give y'all a free nugget, man. A gem, man. Listen, start putting you some money in it now, and then just let it stay, bro. Put it in it now. $50 is right on your Cash App. There's a simple way to do it. It's right on your Cash App. Put it in there now. I see T got his Men in Black glasses on. Put it in there now and just let it stay. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big dogs. Put it in there and that's it. What's going on? So I got T in here, man. T, your connection good? You straight? T got his Sub-Zero going on again. You know what's going on? But yeah, that's a free gem. So live right now as we're looking at it, it's at 62.9. And that's weird that we're talking about it. as it's at 62.9. The most recent high was like 62 to 62.9. So once it break through there, it's going to go. And anything that's attached to crypto is going to go with it. That's the big deal. Those stocks that on the ILD squad, we talk about those stocks is 3 or 4 crypto stocks that are actually in the stock market because they're mining companies. They mine crypto. You know what I'm saying? So when Bitcoin go up, they go up. Just think about that for a minute. So if Bitcoin don't stop going up, they won't stop going up.
Bro.
T, you there, big dog? We're going to get T on here today. I don't care what you say. Through the grace of God, we're going to get my dog in here. So that's for freebie. That's one I just gave you. If you want to get involved with what we're talking about, the link is right there at the top of the YouTube. Get on the ILD squad. Also, we got a course going on. We had a class last night, talked about how trading can change your life, how it changed my life, and how it can change the way you look at money. That was week 2 of the class. If you want to get involved with that, send us a text, 786-405-9499. Andrew Martin, you said get you on here? My dog T come. Listen, Andrew. I don't know. It ain't too many that can mess with my dog T now. It ain't too many we can rival T. That's why he way in Tampa, but he a part of the crew. And he's tough when it comes to this hurricane stuff. When he come in here, y'all can quiz him. He tough. He the real one now. He the real one now when it comes to this hurricane stuff, bro. He See, my dude in here, Andrew Martin, was saying, man, T, get me on here, man. T freezing up, get me on here. I'm telling him, listen, man, it ain't too many. It ain't too many to talk these hurricane shit like my boy T. It ain't too many.
One of one, homie.
He's one of one. He's one of one. That boy be on it. Huh?
I said that's how
so listen,
one of one.
So shout out to T, man. T, tell the people they can find you on Instagram, bro.
Man, you can't find me on Instagram. Leave me alone, please. Nah, tell you what. You can follow my son on Instagram. He's probably the best 8U. He's one of the best 8U football players in the country. Fastest kid.
Now we talking.
His Instagram page is Gap_Sauce 2013. Gap Sauce is his nickname. Why? Because the nickname of a Chevy. They use a drag race, and my baby runs like a Chevy. He's running, fastest kid in the nation. Go follow him. Gap_Sauce 2013, baby. Don't follow me.
First youth football game he ever played. After the game, I told you what?
He was special.
I saw it. I didn't even know it was his first game. He was 6 years old.
And what's crazy is he didn't even have all that good of a game. He just was running around, making tackles, doing it, just playing football. You know what I mean?
It's something I could see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just something I could see. I could see how you pursue. I could see how a kid.
Right. To play free safety at 6 years. To play free safety at 6 years old, run down the alley and make time like not be scared. Yeah, I feel you. Makes sense. He's a good boy.
I brought T on here because after looking at these recruiting numbers and NFL numbers, me and T had a conversation. I was like, T, man, what has to happen for Miami? What would the staff look like? Like, what has to happen for Miami to win national champs again, or just to get this talent playing on the level that it should be playing at, which will have us in the national championship conversation again? Because if we're recruiting with these people, we should be playing with them, right?
Yep. It's talent, but they keep missing the wrong type of talent. They keep forgetting they keep forgetting about the wrong type of talent. they keep forgetting about the wrong type of talent. That's I can't stress that enough. They keep forgetting about the wrong type of talent. I'm trying to bring up one of our rosters real quick.
Yeah,
hold on.
Right, because all the numbers for the Coastal, the last 15 years, we're number one in recruiting in the Coastal.
Right.
We put 28 players in the NFL the last 5 years. That's the most in the ACC. That right there alone tells you, well, at least in the ACC, we should be kicking people in the face. At least in the ACC. At least. We ain't talking about the Bamas and the Georgias. At least in the ACC, we should be kicking people in the face. So
I'm just trying to find what the hell. What can
you
we
good?
find?
You got time.
I'm trying to find that coaching staff, but you're right, 100% right.
Right. So at least in the ACC, let's start there. We should be kicking people in the face.
Period. In the discussion. The only team that's out recruited us in the ACC is Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Florida State.
The only team
we're probably equal to Florida State in recruiting, I would say, but only people that's out recruited us is Florida State. I mean, it's Clemson, right?
Yes. The last 15 years, Miami's averaging top 11 in the nation.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It makes no sense. So that means we at least should be playing for a Coastal championship every 3 years, every 5 years. Give me something.
Bro, something, bro.
We played for it one time, and I'm still waiting for us to show up to that game. We played for it one time, and I'm still waiting for us to show up to that game. I don't think we got off the bus.
I keep trying to find. It's so hard to find the coaching roster. I'm trying to find the coaching staff
for this coaching staff or
2000 and those years. I'm trying to find those guys who was actually coaching.
Okay.
Because people. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I've been
find the old coaching staff.
I've been Googling coaching staff, but if you go to old rosters, I think on Hurricane Sports, I think they can let you go back. And let me see if I want to go to what 99, 2000. I want to go to 99, 2000. Come on.
You looking for 2000?
I'm looking for the 2099 season, 2000 bowl season coaching staff. That's what I'm looking for. The coaching staff.
Go to roster archives, they say.
Roster archives?
On
Hurricane Sports.
Yeah, they say go to roster archives. But yeah, so I used to always say the ACC we out recruit. I just took it to the Coastal. We're dominating the Coastal in recruiting.
Bro, we can't even win that. We won that 1 or 2 times, two maybe 3 times. If that.
Yeah, we can't. We won it twice. Butch, Coker, Shiano, you talking about them guys?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get it, man. Like, I mean, it's just okay. Let's just go back to it. Okay, I can't find it. But
let me see if I can help you out. Let me see.
I'm trying to find the roster. 2000.
Damn, it's funny when you type in Miami Hurricane roster archives, 2000 comes up, bro. I swear to God. Let me see. You're looking for the staff, right? I see so the football roster is here. But you want the staff.
Like, I know Shiano was the DC. I know Bush was the head coach. I know Larry was the OC. I need to see who the assistant coaches were because I'm trying to show people the difference in those guys and these guys because people keep talking about talent, recruiting, but we're not recruiting the right talent. And I'm talking about the coaching talent.
The coaching
that's
talent.
The biggest,
I knew you
that's
was going to
the biggest.
that.
That's the biggest thing. You're not recruiting coaches. You're not recruiting coaching talent. Like, I love DVD. I got nothing against DVD, but the University of Miami shouldn't be his first job as a coach on the field. This isn't high school in the 90s where they have on OJT. This is not on the job training. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love DVD. We did that with Banda, gave him his first job, right? Packy, his first job is with Miami, right? The guy who from Texas A&M, did he coach at Texas A&M last year? I don't know if he did, but
he was a head hunting recruiter, and he wasn't on the field. Aristide.
We need grizzled vets out here. Even Jess Simpson to a certain extent was a guy who didn't even coach at Georgia State, but ended up at Miami, who we hired. And we never used to hire guys like that. Dog, Ed Oregon was a D-line coach here. You feel what I'm saying? Look where he ended up. You get it?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I believe Tommy Tuberville was a coach here at one point, right? Dave Wanstead, them kind of guys. Like, I hate keep going over this. I always bring up Schnelly and these guys, but they're missing Chuck Pagano, who became an NFL head coach. Rob Chudzinski became an NFL head coach in the NFL. These guys were coaches on our staffs, right? Tim Walton, he's still in the NFL, I believe. I think Tim Walton's still in the NFL. Let me see. But I know he was in the NFL for a long time. Remember we hired Tim Walton away from LSU? Randy did. Remember that?
Of course.
We hired him. We hired him away. Yeah, he's Jacksonville Jaguars. We hired him away from LSU, and then he was such a good coach that he ended up getting a pro job. What happened to that? Like, we keep hiring these guys who nobody wants, who Utah State comes and hires away. Like, come on, man. Like, it's all about the coaching. So for every 5-star or 4-star that Miami gets from high school, especially out of South Florida area, those kids are really getting by off of their high school coaches' technique, high school coaches' information. Like, and as you see, the longer they stay here, the longer they get worse. Like, I hate to say it, but Romello Briss is a great player. But if he stay here under the staff, we're going to see him decline.
You're talking about Curtis Johnson, Shannon, Solinger, Kehoe. That's what you're talking about?
Bro, like, think about them kind of coaches. Yeah, them guys were great coaches, man. Like, and, Don Saldinger, he was a legend in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
A legend, period. Yeah.
A legend. But it's
Najee Davenport still tells me stories about how he managed that talent, like how he managed them and how he got them to calm down. He still tells me stories about Solinger.
Yeah, and think about, think about Bush tried to hire Walt Frazier away from Carol City. Remember, he wanted him to be the linebackers coach. Remember that? But Walt turned it down. Remember that? So Bush is going to get guys who were deeply vetted in the community, who had won state championships building programs. We wasn't hiring some guys off some 7-on-17 just because they hired was on some 7-on-17. We wasn't doing that. Right? We wasn't doing that, right? We tried to hire Walt Frazier and we hired Don Saldinger. Don Saldinger was winning a state championship.
When he went to FIU, he hired Aubrey Hill. The only person that won a state championship at KRC. Nobody else could fix it.
Nobody else could fix it since Walt Frazier been gone. Only Aubrey Hill. There you go, bro.
Yeah.
It's about the type of coaches you have, and of course you got to have the Jimmies and Joes. So it's a two-part thing. We get the Jimmies and Joes, but we don't have the coaching and the development infrastructure to get those guys to what they're gonna be. And a lot of them guys, we know it, bro. We see some kids in high school like, look, barring any injury, that kid's going to the NFL. So it don't surprise me when Miami have kids going to the NFL. They're supposed to.
Yeah.
We at Miami. We recruit the best talent base in the country, right? So we're supposed to have kids that are going to go to the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, it's just that those kids don't play like NFL players when they're here for the most part. And that's totally on the coaching. That's totally on the development side of it. I'm just being like,
T trains kids. T has trained some of the top
and
DBs
coach
in the nation and coach, right? What did you just say? When those kids don't play to their potential, that's totally on the coaches.
It's on the coaches, man.
It's totally on the coaches that Gervin Hall doesn't turn into what we thought he would be. That's totally on them
because his first 2 years he showed the incline that he was going to be that great player, right? His first 2 years, and then he leveled out, and now he's going down. There you go. It's like, come on, man. So you mean to tell me this kid can't play? But if this kid was a Nick Saban or Ohio State, we'll be like, good God Almighty! I wish we could have had him in Miami, right? It's just crazy, man. It's just like
right. So I told people after last game,
man.
Did you watch last game?
We got a good coaching staff. We got a good DB coach now, and Coach T-Rob.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how much he wants to be here or whatever. But yeah.
Did you? Right. Did you watch last game?
Yes.
You saw James Williams flying around, Cam Kitchens flying around, right?
Yep, they're flying around.
I told people after that game, listen. Let's take a snapshot of what we just saw. The enthusiasm, the aggressiveness that James Williams, Cam Kitchen play with. Remember this day, 2 years from now, if we got the same thing going on at Miami, let's see who these kids are. Now, James Williams may be so talented. He may be the Duke Johnson, the Denzel Perryman. You know what I'm saying? He may be so talented that it just stays. But some kids have to grow. I remember when we had those linebackers, we were so happy to have them as freshmen. And it's like they just for 3 more years they just
it's like they never took that dominating step, right?
Never.
It took Shaq until his senior year to hit triple digits in tackles in a season. That's unheard of at Miami.
Shaq was fucking Gaskins up this weekend in the NFL. They kept calling his name. That's how talented he is.
Getting real coach.
Fucking Gaskins up. Shaquille Corner almost killed Gaskins.
and he was a good player for us, but starting as a freshman, you expecting Ray Lewis, Dan Morgan type vibes. If you're going to start as a freshman at Miami, right?
They look so good. They look so good as freshmen.
They looked great, man. They looked amazing. They looked at. I mean, they still were good players, all ACC. But it's just like look at Zach Cloud. And I'm just like, bro, wow, what happened to him, man? Like, I don't know, bro. Like the scheme, the this, the that, the Viper position, or whatever they're trying to do.
Infrastructure. You said it. I've been trying to figure out that word. I've been looking for that word. Infrastructure.
Like, I don't know, man.
Because I don't like calling the current coaches names because it's not fair on them. This has been going on for 3-4 coaching staffs.
Right.
So listen, T, tell me this. With the way Miami hired coaches, with the budget seems to be limited sometimes. Because you don't have to bring a genius in here. You don't have to bring a genius in here to win. What would it look like? What would the head coach look like? And what would he have to bring in here with him to win? You have anybody in mind that Miami could afford or that they want to pay for? Because it seems as if they're going to keep getting cheap coaches.
I got a couple guys in mind off the top of my head. I mean, I know everybody wants to say Mario Cristobal or whatever, but I like Mario. I would love Mario being the coach. But my two guys, this is just a pipe dream. These are my two guys. My two guys are either Mark Stoops or Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin or Mark, either one of them guys. Mario, my three. Mario, Lane, or Mark Stoops, right? We already know about Mario, so we ain't got to say he's alumni, great coach, awesome recruiter, knows how to build a program, learn from the best at Saban, out there doing his thing out there, right? So we know that. So with Mark Stoops, I feel like that would be our next Jimmy Johnson, man. If you look at his record right now and Jimmy Johnson's record, they're both about 5. Their overall records, that's it, since they've been at those programs, they're both about 5-6 games over 500 as a coach, right? Yeah. If you think about Mark Stoops, he's paid real dues as a coach, right? Mm-hmm. He's had to coach in places, and really become a coach. He didn't get gravy trained. He could have joined his brother Bob or Mike anytime and coach with them, right? And be up under their wing and whatever, and play like he was a good coach, kind of like how Jeff Bowden did up under his daddy, right? Right. He could have did that. He could have did that any day, but he didn't. I mean, he's won 2 national championships in the state of Florida as a DB coach. Miami, coaches some of the best DBs, Sean Taylor, Entree Reed, Ed Rowe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miami, he won one. And then what? He won it with Florida State as what? The DC and the DB coach, right? So he's a head coach with head coach experience out of the SEC, right? He's about 5-6 games over 500 for his career that he's been there. They're now beating teams like Florida, who they should have no business beating. We know he's a great coach. He comes from a great family tree of coaches. He can his network of coaches that he can pull from is going to be great.
There you go.
A head coach is only good as the coach that they can hire and
they bring with him, right.
He's gonna be able to pull coaches and bring coaches with him, right? And he knows the recruiting landscape in Florida because not only has he had to do it, he's done it, and he's done it at a high level to the point of winning national championships. So if I'm Miami, get that man $6 million a year, right now. Give it to him. Right? Give it to him. Him and Lane Kiffin, give it to him right now, right? I love both of those guys because Lane comes with an offense, comes with a pedigree, comes with a coaching tree. He comes with an offense, all that kind of stuff, man. Like, and so I think Miami. I can't say anybody can call defense at Miami because we had Mark D'Onofrio here and he was trash bag. So, like, I'm more so concerned about getting explosive offense and just a competent DC. Like, I think Lane would give us the offense. He could also give us a competent DC. I think Mark he will bring us a competent DC while also being able to hire a great coach. I just my opinion of it, but those are pipe dreams. Those are few and far between. I don't know.
Has Miami ever given anybody $6 million? How much did they give Mark Richt?
Like 4 or 5, I thought 4 or 5 million.
That's what I'm saying.
If they gave him that, then Mark Stoops got to be worth 6, right?
Right, but Mark Stoops may be LSU's next coach, right? Like, man, like that's what I'm saying. So T, this is what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying. Miami never makes that hire. They don't ever go after that guy.
Never.
Right. So realistically, who's the guy that Miami always goes after? The Coastal Carolina coach. Somebody like who's the guy? Not even the Coastal Carolina coach. He's too hot.
Let's look at it. After Bush Davis, we hired Larry Coleman, offensive coordinator, no head coaching experience.
Homeboy, Larry, what's up, dog? Come on.
Right.
The homeboy.
Right. After Larry, I mean the players wanted him to. He didn't mess it up, whatever, right? After Larry, it was Randy, right? Another guy with no head coaching experience. Let's say so we say, okay, we ain't going with no head coaching experience now. We're gonna go hire a guy that got head coaching experience, but we're gonna hire a guy and not do our due diligence. Al Golden, a guy that hadn't beaten any winning conference teams his whole entire time while he was there, right? But he could talk a good game, right? He won every press conference. He could talk a good game, right? So
did he do a good job here?
See, great job is winning a national championship. A good job is playing for a national championship. That's just the Miami standard. So no, he didn't do a good job. He did an average job.
He just left here. He developed better than a lot of coaches we've had.
He did an average job. He got the training table. He got the stuff in. He helped. Did a lot of stuff in the program. He had some wins here, right? He had more wins than Manny, so that's what we can see, right? So he did some average stuff here. I mean, I don't know what good he did. Remember, he flirted with Penn State, got missing and all that kind of stuff because he wanted that job.
Made us drop the bag on him. Didn't
made us drop more, give him more money, and all that kind of stuff. He did us too. So he's a joke. Then after him was who? We said we're gonna hire another head coach with head coach experience. We're gonna hire a guy that was fired, a guy that had every resource imaginable in the SEC. Who still didn't win a national championship. A guy who allowed Nick Saban, Les Miles, Urban Meyer, all to come in the SEC after him, beat him, and win national championships. That's who we hired, Mark Richt. What does he do?
Who I think was finished coaching.
He was finished coaching. He was on TV.
Yeah.
He come down here. He came down here and he wanted to further his family's legacy in terms of financial stability. He gave his son a job, gave his wife a job, yada yada. But don't get me wrong, Mark Richt helped us get the indoor facility. Even though I think no matter who the coach was, we was gonna get that regardless because at that point that's what we needed. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he got the juices flowing with that. We got some good wins. We beat the crap out of Notre Dame. Virginia Tech got very high in the rankings.
Right.
And then he didn't want to stop. He couldn't stop the nepotism with his son, so he rather quit than let his son go instead of win at the highest level and above all. He didn't want to put the university or the players before his family. So he ended up resigning, right? No problem.
Right.
And now we're in this stuck. Then we hire his DC, who I don't know for what reason was scared to let him go to Temple. He would have been fired from Temple by now had we let him go from Temple, right? So,
you think he would have just failed, though?
This would have been what, his fourth year or third year? It's his fourth year, right?
This is the same year. This is third year here, right? Third or fourth?
You sure?
It would have been the same, right? It would have been the same.
Probably would have been the same. So, I mean, they probably would have been fired him by now. You know what I'm saying? And then
third year. This is
I don't
third
know,
year.
man. The guy didn't have any head coaching experience. The guy doesn't really have a network of coaching training. He really hasn't paid any real dues as a coach in terms of, you know, going to coach at FCS or whatever. They just went straight from ESPN to Florida State. From Florida State to NC State. Okay. NC State to me, like, it doesn't really happen that way, right?
So let's pause here. Because listen, T, when it comes to foresight and these things, is one of the best people I know. When a lot of people wanted Manny hired, we thought he was the guy that was making Mark Richt look good, right?
No.
Remember
I was like, no, he sucks.
No, see, you're different. You're different. No, you're different. Take you out of it. Okay,
you're
different. Take you out of it. A lot of people wanted Manny was the young up and coming. A lot of people wanted Manny hired. I think we kind of forgot. I didn't want him hired only because I didn't want a first-time head coach ever again. I had been screaming it. Now, T was the same guy that told me, I came back to T after I interviewed Lashley, and I was like, dog, Lashley talks like a head coach. He gives you the feel of a head coach. And T was like, what'd you say, T?
Yeah, that boy trash.
And this was 3 years ago.
I said he's supposed to sound like that. We're not around coach. He's supposed to sound like that. They know the talking point to say to the media. He better sound like that. I expect him to say that. Like, I'm gonna judge him.
Your boy was horrible, dog. The one from Alabama, he was horrible in interviews.
Man, I put a post up in Kane's Insight when he got hired by Dan Enos by the numbers. People was mad at that post, and we came back years later. I was right. He was terrible, man. Like they
Andrew
just
say Lashley. Listen, T. Let me give you flowers now. Andrew said Lashley didn't even call plays at SMU. T. When Lashley first got here said, Streeter, what do you mean, head coach? He said he hasn't done anything. Like, he hasn't done anything to prove he was done. He said this 2 years ago when he first got hired.
He ain't done nothing.
He got fired from Auburn. He went to SMU. It's SMU, Streeter.
Right.
And now, right. And now it's seemingly that his offense is too simple. Something's not right. He's not creative enough. I think he's failing, right? They scored 40 points the other day, but I don't know. The offense starts too slow. It puts the team in a hole.
Right.
Right. So I think. Go ahead.
It's a comment on here. I want to make them understand what I'm talking about. Who is this? He said Manny Diaz has had 20 years of coaching experience, not head coach, but coach. That's how long it took Nick Saban to become a head coach. Who is this? OTF Kane, bro. Let me educate you on. Let me educate you on the coaching system, bro. Nick Saban, when he first got into coaching, he was a GA at Kent State, linebacker coach, Kent State, outside linebacker, Syracuse, DB, West Virginia, DB coach,
what year was
Ohio
that?
State.
How far are we talking about? What year is
73, right? I'm just going down here. Hold on.
73.
DB coach, listen, Kent State, Syracuse, West Virginia, Ohio State, Navy,
Talk to him, dog.
Michigan State defensive coordinator, Houston Oilers DB coach. Before he got his first big break, Ohio State as a DB coach, he was at Kent State for 2 years as a GA linebacker coach, Syracuse. He paid some real dues as a coach. Manny Diaz went from ESPN producer to Florida State GA. Unheard of, brother. It doesn't happen like that. From Florida State, he followed Chuck Amato to NC State.
That boy still talking.
NC State for 2 years.
Talk
right?
to him, dog.
He got linebacker, special teams coach, right? He went to then he finally gets a job at Middle Tennessee, right? As a DC linebacker coach. How he coaching linebacker, he never played the position. I have no idea, but he learned it from Chuck Amato, right? And then he becomes a DC at Mississippi State. Then he takes a job and gets royally fired. Man, he didn't pay no real dues. What real dues? You think this is the same as Saban? You think this is the same as Saban? Come on, man. Are you serious? 21 years as an assistant, he became a head coach. Like, come on, man. Man, he didn't pay no real dues, man. What I mean by real dues is you got to have a head coach that has went to a Kent State or Western Kentucky, a whatever, and built that up and understand how to coach players and go 0-10, 3-7. And, you know, you may have a defensive tackle that's 5'11", 290 pounds that you got to play every week. That's what I mean by paying real dues. Like, it don't matter the time you put in. They go in this coaching game, they're going to make sure you put in time, right? They're going to make sure you put in however many years they want you to put in before you become a head coach, right? They're going to make sure of that. But what I'm saying is the reason why we lack fundamental shortcomings in our program with Manny is because he hasn't paid any real dues. I mean, if you think about it, he got to Florida State in their heyday, 98, 99. Like, that shit was on autopilot. It was on autopilot. They won a national championship that year. It was on autopilot. We was on probation. So they were naturally getting the kids who couldn't come to us because we were on probation. It was on autopilot. I don't know what real coaching he learned from that. What linebackers for the state put out better than us doing 98, 99, 2000? Derrick Brooks is long gone. So I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see him as a guy that paid real dues. He coached a lot of different places, but I just don't see it. And then going from Mississippi State or whatever to Texas and giving up 1 million yards and getting fired. Like, I don't know how he got another job again, to be honest, but it is what it is. He deserves a job. You should not get a job based on a bad game or not, but I just don't get it, man. I just think some fundamental deficiencies are in our program because we got a head coach that has not gone through a real network of coaching. You know what I'm saying? That's why, if you think about it, that's why we got to hire, and I love DVD. That's why we got to hire DVD as a cornerback coach versus going to get somebody from one of those previous staff that he knew who's paid their dues also, that we can also hire, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Exactly, Kyle Branch. Good point. Excellent point. Shooter, you still there? I was reading the chat.
Hello? My bad. I'm muted, dog. My bad. Explain what you just said about DVD again.
I said, much as I love DVD, Hurricane, I say, but that hire probably needed to go. I'm happy for DVD, but that hire probably needed to go to somebody that Manny already knew from one of those previous staffs. So that's what I mean by a head coach is only as good as the network of coaches he can pull from. So when we got to promote the GA to DB coach who don't have any previous experience on the field coaching, it could become an issue. It could become an issue. And I love DVD, so I want to make it like I'm trying to take a shot at DVD because recruiting wise, the man get it done. Like for real.
Yeah, DVD was headed with Banda. He was going to go to Banda. He was going to go with Banda.
To be honest, I would have loved to see him go with Banda, prove himself 2 years as a coach out there, and then come on back to Miami. I don't have a problem with that. But just
I think he understands that, though. I think he understands that. He understands that. He didn't listen, bro. That's a funny story. I'm gonna tell you one day off. But he was going with Banda.
Don't get me wrong. He's supposed to take this Miami job. That's 6 figures, man. Get your money, man. I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Right. He was headed with Banda. And Rump got fired.
Hold on. Yes, Manny knew Banda and Packey from previous staffs, and those guys don't have any coaching experience. Andrew Martin. That's our point. You can't hire Banda and Packey at the University of Miami as their first ever on coaching field jobs, my brother. That's what we're talking about here, bro. He hired 2 guys from Incarnate Word that never even coached football in college before. Banda never even played football in college. You can't hire those guys at the University of Miami. If he was at Middle Tennessee State as the DC, yes, you go hire those guys there, but those guys shouldn't be at the University of Miami. That's the point, my brother. Yes, T. Rob is a great DB coach. But go ahead.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
shout out to J Vote, man. Shout out to J Vote. Just gave us $5. He said, man, he need his own. They like you, T. He need his own, man. How can he sponsor food? You inspiring people this morning, fool. Listen,
man, I'm just trying to keep it real, man.
See, Andrew Martin didn't understand what you're saying. He did know them from previous staffs, but you're saying somebody from a previous staff that proven themselves.
That's proving themselves, bro.
Yeah,
go look who Nick Saban. Go. I hate to use Nick Saban. Go look who Urban Meyer hires, replaces guys with. Go look who Jim Tressel will replace guys. Look who Dabo will replace guys with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go play for Nick, so I can't use Nick Saban. But go look at the successful coaches.
Even Bush Davis. Look who Bush Davis
even
hired.
Bush Davis.
Even that FIU. Look at the people he hired. He has maybe 4 or 5 head coaches on his staff.
Look at his first staff at Cleveland. How many of them guys when became head coaches? Todd Bowles was on that staff.
So how do you get these guys when you don't have the budget or you don't want to spend the money? So now you gotta get these guys like the guy out of Miramar that went to LSU. You gotta find these gems.
See, this is the thing. It ain't even about the budget of the thing because this is what happens. This is what a lot of people don't know. There's a big coaches convention every year. Sometimes in San Antonio, sometimes in different places. And that's where you go and meet coaches at those NCAA coaching conventions, right? That's like the place to get jobs. And I've been up there a few times, just networking, trying to get kids in school, stuff like that. That's the big way to network, right? So if you can't pull from coaches from previous staff that that's the way to go network. And I don't know if Manny can network, if he has the mojo to network to get those guys from off of those staffs, right? I don't know. You mean to tell me we can't offer, like when we say budget, right? Okay, we need a budget to hire a great OC in DC, right? Okay, but to go hire the best DB out of the SEC who's coaching in a college town versus coming to Miami, why we can't get that guy? Why we can't build a relationship to get that guy? I don't understand that.
So you're saying it's relationships.
It's relationships, man. It's relationships.
Once you get back, I got you.
Relationships.
So many.
And coaches not dumb. And coaches not dumb. They're not gonna come to where they're not gonna come somewhere where they think a guy is on the hot seat. You know what I'm saying?
T-Rob came here. Explain.
That's a good point.
Explain.
I can't, which made me feel like we was gonna be so great. I just think it's his home. Remember he said something about his mom. Maybe he's guilt tripped by his mom. I don't know. But I'm happy that
I've been thinking about that, T. I've been thinking about that
by his mom. I don't know.
Well, maybe it could. It either was something personal. It could have been something personal, and I give him a pass on that. But T. Will got here and jumped ship and said, nah. I'm finna go somewhere where these boys got 3 years. T. Rob, great DB coach. We praise. They praise T. Rob.
He gonna have a job regardless. He gonna have a job. He's that highly thought of. He's gonna have a job regardless. Then it's not gonna matter. He's gonna have a job regardless.
So you think he just came here it was a reset? It was just like, man, let me go home for a minute. I've been in South Carolina
and coach.
pick up trucks.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think he'll coach nowhere where he don't think he got a chance to win. He came here because he thought we had a chance to win and win big. I don't think he'll go nowhere for that. But I just also think that it, like with guys like him, it don't matter. Like Corey, what's the DB coach name at LSU? Corey Chavis.
LSU.
Corey Jacobs, Corey Chavis, something like whatever his name.
They're gonna say it. They'll say it in the comment section in a second. Corey, he didn't want to recruit it. The big time.
Yeah, like it ain't gonna matter where he go coach at. Like as long as he had a Power 5 program, he always gonna keep a job. You know what I mean? Always. So T. Rob is saying, well, he's gonna keep a job no matter what. And he should. He's a really good coach.
Corey Raymond, right?
Yeah, Corey Raymond. That's right. Thank y'all.
He got a nickname. I thought he had a nickname.
Exactly. Hey, Richard Hill, you're right. T. Hill was smart. Like, okay, linebacker coach with this man might have 1-2 more years. My name ain't even out there yet. So look, that's a good point. T. Rob and T. Will. T. Will's like, dang, I could come here and be the linebacker coach, but this man may only have 1 or 2 years here. Oh, I can go with my with my former coach and go get 3-4 years out the deal. So yeah,
3 years.
You go.
He had 3 years.
Yeah.
So my question is, I've been asking, like everybody say T. Rob is so great. I've heard mixed things about T. Rob from personal things, like personal interaction with people sending him recruits and I have been thinking lately, like, well, why would T. Rob come here if this could go down like this? If T. Rob had a ticket to go anywhere he could have wanted to go, why would he hitch his wagon to Manny, knowing that boy Manny don't have a good season, we all gone.
Right. Period.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what T-Rob was thinking. Maybe T-Rob, I don't know. But it's definitely a question because he knows how this game works.
Period. He knows how it works.
He knows how to, right? So we'll see what the future brings for him, man. But I just want people, because we've been spewing off all these numbers about recruiting and stuff. If we're recruiting at that level, then we should be playing for national championship. We should be playing for ACC championships. And I just wanted you to give people a picture of what would the staff look like.
Right.
Yes, Manny brought some people from that he knew to Miami, but he brought his homeboys that wasn't ready to be at Miami.
Right.
They wasn't qualified. They wasn't qualified to have this job. You know what I'm saying? You got Banda, Packy, recruit some of the top kids in the nation. These are the top kids in the nation, fool. Like
it ain't like, I mean, remember when Banda got here and we won the bowl game, Amon Rich's freshman year, and he was riding around with that dumbass trophy to recruits homes. Remember that? And people were turned off about it. Fans, recruits, coaches in general were turned off like, this man lame as hell. And because he didn't get it. His first ever job, his first ever coaching job. He did something
West Virginia, right?
Ever.
We
beat West Virginia in the bowl game. Yep.
What? Man, you make me want to throw up just thinking about that. What bowl game was that?
The Micron PC Bowl, something like that. The Micron. He was riding around with that trophy in the car, taking it to recruit's house. Like, bro, this is Miami, bro. We only celebrate national championships and BCS bowl games around here, or if it's against a bowl game against one of our rivals, in-state rivals. You know what I mean? Or if it's Notre Dame, like we ain't celebrating that against West Virginia. I don't know, man. It was weird.
Right, though. I mean, how could he not get that though? Like, how could he not get it? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've interacted with him on the sideline a few times. Me and him kind of got into it. Kind of had a conversation one time about Battle, the Alabama safety, and I was telling him, "Hey, look, Battle Dad just wants a little more love from y'all guys." And he looked at me. He was like, "Man, that's bullshit. Battle has an offer. If he wanted to commit, he'll commit."
Damn. Well, the love. Well, listen. The love might have been a bag.
His dad was just like,
he might have been like, "Yeah, we'll go to Alabama for free, but if I'm gonna go to Miami, we need a bag, right?"
They were too busy. They were too busy going after Tyreek. Remember, it was Tyreek. They was hell bent on going after Tyreek Stevens. Hell bent. I told him, man, right on the sideline, right at Chaminade one night. I told him, I said, his dad says Ohio State calls his wife for Mother's Day, like out the blue. Like he like, damn, he can't get that from Miami. His dad is a Miami fan. He just wanted, the same thing Earl Little saying. It almost sound like the same argument.
I don't know about Earl Little though, man. That's a little weird to me.
Yeah. So, I think Earl Little. You know what I think? I think Earl Little loves Miami.
But when the South Florida kids said parents said they need more love and this and that, I just figure they talking about a bag. Like they're just saying, and I just feel like they're saying Miami isn't like. Let me rewind. I think they're saying my kid is a national recruit who's been offered by Bama, Ohio State, yada yada yada. Miami, we love y'all. We grew up rooting for y'all, but if y'all want it, we need some bread. If not, we're going somewhere
else. Make it make sense.
I make it make sense. I just think that's what it is.
Is Battle a first rounder?
Is
Battle a first rounder? Battle. He a first rounder?
I don't know, man. Mess with Nick Saban. He damn near be. Almost shoot. That boy
a
baller,
fucking
dog.
Us up.
That boy baller.
But that was my argument. My argument to the staff, the guys I know on the staff, was like, listen, dog, Tyreek Stevens, Battle, like there's not a huge difference between the two. Tyreek plays two positions, right? But I was like, there's no difference. And lo and behold, Tyreek goes to Georgia. They try to make him a linebacker. Battle's a safety. Battle's a safety, kind of plays like a linebacker. He was fucking us up. You saw how hard he was hitting us? Like, how many pounds have they put on him? Like, what? He was fucking us up.
And see, when they make comments like that about Battle and Tyreek are the same and this and that, that also goes back to coaching ability, coaching talent, because guys that are really adept at this game know those guys were different. While they both are great players, those guys are different. They're not the same, right? We know this.
They were hell bent on getting Tyreek.
I know. Remember, we had a whole practice at his high school, and he still didn't come.
We got Pope though. We got Pope. We got Pope.
What happened to Mark? What happened?
I think Miami, man. I think Miami happened to him. I think the same thing that's going to happen to a couple of these freshmen that look good now. And 3 years from now, if Miami culture stays the same, I think it's going to happen to them too.
Yep, I'm with you, brother Jay Blakely, the proven head coach. But yeah, it's gonna be the same. I mean, it's just like, if you think about it, man, people say we're getting the recruits, but if you think about St. Thomas, bro, if a kid from St. Thomas come here, he ain't that good. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest.
What?
The ballers out of St. Thomas, where do they go?
For kid from St. Thomas, he ain't that good.
Bro, Ohio State, Bama. Name the last NFL draft pick from St. Thomas. I'm finna see. Hold on.
The last?
See.
Bosa?
NFL draft pick from St. Thomas. Anybody y'all can think out there that we had at Miami?
Oh, that we had at Miami?
That we had at Miami. Yeah, them kids like Bosa, Battle, they not coming here. Any of them other kids we give in St. Thomas, they ain't that good. They throw us a bone. They throw us a bone.
Twan always say, yeah. Twan always say we don't never get Dallas Turner. We don't get Dallas Turner. We get
we don't never get Dallas Turner. We get the one D lineman who never really played a snap here. Right? I'm just trying to I'm looking at our whole draft history from 2021. I'm going back. I'm trying to see one guy we got from St. Thomas that's been drafted.
Philip Dorsett.
Okay, what year that was? Hold on. Let me go. Philip, he won the second round, right? 2015. Anthony Reddick is my little brother. He didn't get drafted.
Yeah, it is your little brother.
Yeah, that's my little bro. So y'all know that's my little bro. Real little bro too, blood. Better please believe it. But yeah, so Philip Dorsett is the last kid from St. Thomas that Miami's had, bro. Philip Dorsett. And we've had several St. Thomas kids on the route from that school, right? Since then.
Yeah, the one guy who never saw the field, right? Did you see him?
Never saw the field.
Never saw the field. Brandon Linder.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Linder. What year did he get drafted?
Oh, okay.
No. He got drafted before Dorsett, right? He got drafted in 14. Mm-hmm. Dorsett was 15. Linder was 14, right? Brandon Linder. We got him. Who else? One of these guys. Leonard Hankerson was from St. Thomas. Okay. So in the last 10 years since 2011, we've only had 3 kids from St. Thomas get drafted. How many have we signed in the last 10 years? There you go. We got Hank. Who else? Hank, Linder, and who else we said? Philip Dorsett. That's it. But that's partly our fault too. Because if you remember when Randy Shannon was a head coach and they were begging him to take what's the D lineman name? Geno Atkins, begging him to take him. He was like, "No, I got my 4-star already. I got Chris Perry. Chris Perry out of Texas.
I remember.
He sold on him. They were like, take Geno Atkins. We tell him, Atkins became an All-Pro. So that also hurt us too with stuff like that.
Begging him to take Battle. Begging him to take Battle. Battle dad wanted his son to go to Miami so bad. Now I see him walking around with that Alabama hat on. He's so happy.
Wow.
So he's so happy.
So we just didn't show him the love.
Yeah. He felt like, man, listen, I'm trying to convince my son that stay home, go to Miami. They not helping me. He's like, Miami not helping me. Like, I get calls on Father's Day from schools across the nation, and they're like, Miami just don't have that part together. Central coaching staff said the same thing. Like the love, the fuzzy feeling that should be coming out of Carl Gables, it just doesn't happen. You got DVD and T-Rod running around here recruiting every position like madmen.
That's crazy.
They recruit every position.
That's crazy.
It's almost like all the relationships are with them.
That's crazy. That's just wild. But bro, I don't mean to wrap it up. I got a call at 1:30. I got to get on.
Right.
Get on this call. I'm still working from the house, but
Good
it's always
thing, man.
good talking to you, bro.
We're gonna do this more
Salute
often.
the Hurricane Nation. Salute the Hurricane Nation, man. Hopefully we gonna get us a proven head coach soon, man. All right. Like if y'all think about it, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. And all of us got to put pressure on this university about this. The administration, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This season makes 20 years since we've won anything significant at the University of Miami. 20 years, fellas. Can any one of you out there say University of Miami is going to win a national championship in the next 10 years? We are 10 years away from being University of Pittsburgh in college football, fellas.
All right, man. Holla, bro. I don't even know Pittsburgh, man. We might be 10 years away from being goddamn San Diego State. Andrew, I think you always talk about Georgia, though, don't you? What do you mean at least we ain't Georgia? Could you please explain this, Andrew? Andrew, call in. Explain this. 786-459-499. At least we ain't Georgia. What do you mean by that? I don't understand that. Make me understand that. At least we ain't Georgia. Sammy, remember, shout out for the $5, bro. Appreciate that. Caller number 9, you on the phone. What's your name?
Hey, this Andrew.
Andrew, what's going on, bro?
Ain't not much, man. You told me to call in to figure out
what you mean by at least we ain't Georgia?
Well, I mean, look at all the resources Georgia has had. They haven't won a championship since 1980. Look at all the recruiting success. Jim Donnan, they had it now with Kirby. They had with Vince Dooley back in the day, and they ain't won a championship since 1980.
If we put Georgia in the ACC, right? Do you think they've been won a championship by now? That before you even answer, in the comment section, if we put Georgia in the ACC, would they have won a national championship by now?
What era? Now, like nowadays, or
Just this whole era that you're talking about. If Georgia was in the ACC, would they have won a national championship by now? What you think, Andrew?
I mean, I don't know. Georgia Tech has won one more recent than them.
If Georgia Bulldogs, Andrew, was in the ACC, and their route to get to the national championship was a little bit easier. You see what I'm saying? Could they get to the national? How many times would they have gotten to that game and took Alabama ass out? Or took Auburn out? Or took how many times? You see what you get what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying.
It's because they're sitting in there with the Wolves that it's a gauntlet they got to get out. It ain't all equal.
So then what is our excuse? I mean, I don't know if you've seen the comments, but I always said I've been saying that in order for us to win a championship, we need to get a head coach that's going to be invested in building the trenches.
Right. Where you from, Andrew?
We're not gonna win anything without a head coach that's invested. And what I mean by invested is that you're not just offering 10 kids and then expect to get 6 of them. You know what I mean?
Where you from? Where you from?
I live in California.
You live in
from New York.
You a Miami fan?
Yeah, I'm a Miami. I've been a Miami fan all my life.
How did that happen?
Since I was like a kid, I think the first Miami game I watched was like in '91.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just been hooked ever since.
Right.
I've seen the ups and the downs, and I've seen us win championships, and I've seen us look like trash. And when you look around college football, and when you look around how teams recruit, the teams that win the conference championships, the teams that it doesn't matter if it's P5 or G5, the teams that win national championships, the teams that do things and win games are the teams that have a head coach that's invested in winning the offensive line, winning the defensive line, winning the trenches.
Yeah, the game is won up front. Right. It's won in the trenches. It is. But this is what I think. I think with Florida State was winning, right? I think once you're winning, then you get those high-rated big guys, those 4-star, 5-star big guys.
They always got the big guys. They always outrecruited Miami. They've always, in the 90s and the 80s, they always got the big players. The thing that always hurt Florida State from winning more national championships is, one, they kept losing to Miami, and two, they didn't really have the offensive line strength. Even during the bad years, they didn't really have the offensive line strength like that. I mean, they have all the talent in the world, but when they played against a team that won the offensive line, or they played against teams whose coaches were invested in developing and bringing in the right offensive line talent, that they were losing. Like the thing is with me with the offensive line is everybody was just caught up with the stars, get caught up with the stars, But when you look at Saban, he don't recruit by the stars. He recruits by physical profile. If you're not a certain type of height, if you're not running a certain type of speed, it don't matter if you're a 2-star, 3-star, or 5-star. He ain't gonna recruit you. I mean, look at Jalen Mooney, that started middle linebacker. Mm-hmm. The dude was a 2-star out of South Carolina that didn't even get an offer from Clemson in South Carolina. Alabama goes and offers him, and they look at him now. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So look. Okay, so you'd have to give me an example of 20 of those kids, right? I understand that can happen. That can happen. Kids are always underrated. We get that. But the majority of his team, right? The majority of his team is high-rated kids. That's how they're always at the top of the ratings when recruiting happens.
Alabama's not running around offering every single 5-star and every single 4-star. They still recruit towards a profile. We don't have a profile. We just offer kids and then expect them to sign, and then when we get them, we don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, I think we're kind of I think our recruiting sometimes is kind of sporadic and everywhere. But I think when you're losing, it becomes that.
I understand what you're saying, but I just feel like when we recruit kids, like we recruit a kid because he's popular in the community. Or he got a certain amount of stars and this and that and third, but then we won't recruit a kid because he's a 2-star. Like perfect example, right now, there's a kid at Belgrade. There's 2 kids in Belgrade. One is like 6'7", 280, 285. The other one is 6'6", like 300. Offensive lineman. We're not even offering him. But yeah, we want to chase after some 6'5", 250-pound kid in the middle of nowhere, Florida, because other schools is offered, but yet we're not offering the kids in our backyard.
Why do you think they're not offering them?
I really don't know.
You don't know, right?
I don't know. Because Florida offered, so if Florida can offer a kid, why can't we? You know what I'm saying?
I think sometimes it's relations. Sometimes it's relationships, right? I think
it's Belgrade though. How do you not have a relationship at Belgrade High School?
All right. Calm down for a minute. Calm down. I think sometimes. Okay, so remember when Randy was here, and he didn't have a relationship with the people at Central because they had kind of fell out. They wasn't recruiting Devontae Freeman. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I think sometimes we forget that coaches are people, right? And they don't always move in the business like. Sometimes it's like they fall out. It's a lot of kids I've seen at Belgrades and what's the other one? Pahokee, right? Yeah. Recently that Miami is just not looking at. It's almost as if they don't. It's like they're just after Benjamin them. They just don't look that way. And it could be relationships. I'm just guessing. You understand?
Well, the coach at Belgrade played at Marshall.
Okay.
But his dad is an NFL Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Belgrade. Like I just don't understand.
Because I know what you're talking about. I know the kids that you're talking about, and I had the same question.
You know, like I just don't get it because like I feel like when it comes to SDA, right, or American Heritage,
mm-hmm.
or even Northwestern, I feel like we put so much resources into recruiting those kids, but then we want to go around and parade and say, oh, well, South Florida got all this NFL talent or produces all this extra talent, but then we don't go into those schools that might have the one or two kids that might not produce the kids all the time. We don't go into those schools for some reason. I feel like when it comes to South Florida, we got to own the home territory. And by owning the whole territory, it's not just going to the successful high schools. Because you can go anywhere in Florida, you can get I'm willing to believe that any high school in Florida that can win 3 or 4 games at least has at least 2 kids that can play Division I football.
Right. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, Andrew. Let me explain something to you that you probably never thought about. Florida State maybe not so much, but when you start getting outside of here, like Clemson, Georgia, Auburn, these schools when they're outside of here, they could come to Miami and they could offer every kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's time to sign, they could just stop answering their phone because they didn't want them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The good and the bad thing about Miami being in a recruiting hotbed is you can't do that to the kids. Miami can do that to kids in other states. Follow what I'm saying. Miami can offer kids in other states and be like, all right, man, we found a running back in Miami that's better. Just stop answering the phone for Greg Jones out of South Carolina. But they can't do that locally because okay, so listen, let me explain this to all y'all. Now you're burning bridges locally. No school can burn bridges locally. Y'all agree?
I mean, I agree to a point.
Okay.
I feel like
Listen. Wait. Let me explain, bro. Let me explain. No school can burn bridges locally. Do you agree? Yes or no?
I mean, yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Miami local schools just happen to be some of the top highly recruited high schools in the fucking nation. You follow what I'm saying? So they have to be strategic in who they offer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can't keep offering Belle Glaze kids and then saying F you because you can only take 20.
But see, that's where I feel like the high school coaches need to understand the recruiting process.
It's okay. Now you're right about that. It's the relationship that Miami creates with the schools. You're right.
No, it's a relationship.
Yeah, you're right.
That Miami creates with school, and I feel like if Miami has a solid relationship, they should be able to go to a high school coach that's local and say, you know what, we were recruiting your kid or whatever, but we just found somebody else better, and you know we're gonna put our resources into signing this kid. Like, and I feel like as a high school coach, they shouldn't be getting into their own feelings about Miami's not recruiting my kid anymore.
What?
I feel like
Are you serious?
A lot of
Are you serious, Andrew?
No, I mean that's serious.
Oh man, do they get in their feelings? They get in their feelings big time.
USC, right? USC there was a kid here in San Diego, right? The same year Keyshawn Smith came in, he was a running back. And USC was recruiting him, Oregon was recruiting him, most of the Pac-12 schools were recruiting him.
Right.
USC goes and signs another running back, or gets another running back from Texas, committed, right?
Mm-hmm.
They tell the coach at Boris High here in San Diego, look, you know, we're not gonna recruit your kid anymore. We got another kid. Right? To follow it, and the coach is like, all right, I understand. You know, I'm just gonna go send my kid to Oregon. But if I get another kid, I'm gonna still present it to you. That's the type of relationship that I feel.
I agree. High
school coaches and the local college coaches should have. You know, it just feels
no, you have to build that. That's on UM. University of Miami has to coddle those coaches, bring them in for coaching clinics, and you know what I'm saying? They have to build that. Look at this comment. FAU first staff got blackballed by all Palm Beach County coaches because they weren't giving love to local players. It has changed now.
All right, you know, like
it happens, dog. It happens.
Producing talent like Daniel Wade.
Huh?
From what we've been seeing.
Huh?
But,
what'd you say? Palm Beach don't produce talent.
I just feel when it comes to recruiting and it comes to the game of recruiting, I just feel that high school coaches, their first priority is to get these kids into college.
Okay.
And their priority shouldn't be like, oh well, if this school ain't gonna come here then and recruit my kids, and I ain't gonna send none of my kids, because as a parent, if I hear that from my high school coach, I'm not gonna send my kid to your school. Because what if my son do like Miami? Or what if my son is a big fan of Miami? Or what if we are big fans of Miami? But because you have some type of personal vendetta against Miami, you're not gonna steer his recruitment towards Miami. And I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I mean that's when as a parent you got to take control of your child recruitment.
Yeah, I do think so.
But sometimes it's single moms that don't know any better.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate you calling, bro. I mean, good call. I get what you're saying. I mean, I understand. Now the Georgia thing, I don't. Listen, if Georgia was in the ACC, or if Georgia was in the goddamn Big 12, Georgia would have some national championships. Now ask yourself, why don't Miami have any?
We don't.
Recently.
I put in the comments. The last Q5 coach that we hired, a sitting Q5 coach that we hired was Jimmy Johnson. That's the last one. That was a sitting Q5 coach. Dennis Erickson was an offensive coordinator. Bush Davis came from the NFL. Coker was the OC here, and then we just hired trash coach after trash coach after trash coach.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I feel we need to hire two things. One, a coach that's been in the trenches in the SEC recruiting. I don't care if he's been a position coach, a coordinator, a former head coach. Two, he has to be a sitting head coach somewhere because he understands organization. He understands how to get the right pieces to win. They have to win a championship somewhere. Like, I don't care if it's a T3 national championship. They gotta have won a national championship because if you don't have Manny hasn't even won a championship at any stop that he's been at. So what does he know about winning a championship? What does he know to hire the right coaches, recruit the right players that will bring you a championship? No, he just goes off the recruiting rankings and whatever he can to make the community feel good. And bring kids to make the community feel good, not bring the right kids that win on the championship. Winning in the trenches, can understand the real recruiting battles and win the championship. That's what I want. Honestly, that's what I really want.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. All right.
All right, no problem.
You. All right, man. We've been on here an hour and 30 minutes, man. We're going on wholesome Holloway time, man. We don't do the 3-hour cruise, but we had a good show today, man. We're gonna get T on here more often, man. Y'all go follow Gap Sauce on Instagram. Go follow Gap Sauce on Instagram, bro. His son is a beast. One of the fastest kids in the nation. 7 years old, playing with the 8U. Go follow him, man. Go show him some love, though. We'll have T on here more often. We'll have him on here more often, man. He wants to come on all the time. We just miss each other, but we'll try to bring him on here once a week. We're trying to reach out to Sean Oakman, and we're gonna start having a couple more guests on here. I realize that I have a platform. I have reach, and I'm gonna start having more guests on here. So listen, I'm about to get up out of here, man. But I'm gonna leave y'all. Sound like an old country boy, huh? I'm gonna leave y'all with old. I'm gonna leave y'all with this message, man. Whatever. Before we get out of here, let's look. Let's see. Before we get out of here. Oh my! Hold up now. Oh my! Before we get out of here, because I just put in the message board. Y'all want to get involved with crypto, man? Click the link. Click the link that's at the top, right? Click the link that's at the top of the YouTube. We just put it. We also put it in the comment section. And look at Bitcoin. I said I wanted to do this. I wanted to be live with y'all when this happened. That's what I said. Oh, I'm back, though. I said I wanted to be live with y'all when this happened.
Let's see. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can see this. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can see this. Y'all good? Y'all can see this? Yeah, I got kicked out for a second. So I said I wanted to be live with y'all. I think I got an echo. Do I have an echo? Kind of hear myself, and take this off for us. So let's do it like this. So Bitcoin has just, wait up 1 second. Let me see something. Oh Lord, y'all ain't hear nothing I was saying. so here we go. Here we go. Bitcoin is about to eclipse. Once it gets past 65, it's gonna fly. It's gonna fly. And the reason I've been wanting to do this with y'all is because we've been traveling this road. We've been traveling this road talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. In July, it got back down to 30,000. People thought it was dead. Now it's back up to 60,000, which means that's 100% on your money. So in July, if you would have put $10,000 in Bitcoin, today you'll have 20,000. If you would have put $1,000 in Bitcoin in July, now you'll have $2,000. If you would have put $50 in Bitcoin in July, you would have $100. It would have doubled your money. Call me when your house doubles in 3 years. Call me when your savings account doubles in 3 months. I'm sorry, in 3 months. Call me when your house double in price in 3 months for the real estate people. Call me when your savings account double in 3 months for the people that got their money in CDs and all this safe stuff. You understand? Bitcoin is about to hit past 65,000, and then that's going to be an all-time high. It's going to be all over the news, and then it's going to run. So when Bitcoin goes up, cryptocurrency, Ethereum, ADA, Shiba Coin, Dogecoin, they're all going to go up. But Bitcoin is the mother, it's the granddaddy of them all. Cryptocurrency is at the beginning, and it can make you a lot of money. It's like getting in at the beginning of the internet. I know you don't understand it, but you don't have to give $35 to the IOD squad and come be a part and get the knowledge and see what we're investing in. Or you don't even have to put $50 into your Cash App Bitcoin every month. You don't have to know what's going on. You just have to have some patience and understanding and some of that faith that you got in Jesus or God or whatever, whoever you're worshiping these days. Listen, I want to be here when it goes past 63. I hope we're live when it gets to an all-time high, which I'm thinking it's so close. It may happen tonight. See, right here, this is the all-time high over here. This is where we at today. This is the dip that it just took. And everybody thought it was dying. Oh, Lord, Bitcoin is back to 29,000. And now it's about to go to 80,000. Listen, bro, shout out to y'all. The link is in the description. The link is right here in the comment section. I'm going to put it again. And if you want to just talk to me, and 786-405-9499, send me a text. And we can get you on that way. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Go do some exercise and then some go sit by the pool, man. But I'll leave y'all guys with this, bro. I appreciate y'all. We had a good show today. Leave you with this. If you want to get involved with the stock market, IOD squad, we've been getting money. The link is in the description. What we did is basically is a platform. You come on a platform and you can see what we're investing in and you can just copy it. So if you can copy and paste, you can start investing in the stock market to tomorrow. Why did we do it this way? Because we knew that throwing somebody into the stock market and saying, hey, invest. Say, Cal, pizza party. They survive. You know you need water. He's a homie, dog. You don't know what food you can drink. I want to see y'all win, man. Just know that, dog. I want to see y'all win. It becomes complicated. So on the platform, what we did was made it uncomplicated. IOD squad, man, I see y'all on the platform, man. Let's made it uncomplicated, and we just show you what we're investing in. Sometimes we even put the receipts. We put the receipts there, and you can see it, what we brought, and you do your due diligence. Is it safe to buy in Cash App? You buy the same thing we brought. It's a start. I mean, you got to start somewhere. What we do. No, we're just showing you what we're investing in, and it'd be a good idea to follow what we do if you don't know what you're doing. That makes sense. It's an IOD platform. And we got the course. We got a course coming up October 1st. 6 people that we're doing the first course. The first time people been asking me over and over again, I don't learn like that. Man, I want more. Yada, yada, yada. Do a course, do a class. So we got a course coming October 1st. Then we have 2 slots left. Hit us up 786-405-9499 for the course. If you want to get involved with the IOD Squad platform, the link is in the description, or send me a text 786-405-9499. Money sitting in the bank, bro. It's just money waiting to be spent to give to your kids to spend when you die or something. I don't know.